Sorry, no video yesterday. I was feeling a little under the weather. Today, let's get down. No work today because of rain. So I'm gonna go down and try to change out that circuit board on that light right there. All right, if you didn't see what happened a couple weeks ago with my strobe lights on my truck, I wound up, let's see, alley light, and I'm gonna just turn, no, I don't want, wrong switch. That's the one I want. No, I want it steady. I want that one steady. Now what was going on here, as you can see, that's working, but this one and this one's not. This one right here, the wire broke off the circuit board. This one here, I do not know. I did put a new light in it. Still didn't fix the issue. So I got a hold of X-Brite. That's the manufacturer of this. So they sent me a new circuit board for this to replace that one. Yeah, they sent me a new circuit board, all right. Sent me a whole new light. So that's today's project. New light, new controller, and of course this is the back of it. If you can look, you can see it's orange right here. So that's it. That's that. And this one here, you see, it's orange. Then that looks yellow. That's actually white. So these are the front lights. So it shouldn't be too bad. I don't want to drop that. But they sent me everything. So we're going to change out that one. Don't mind the mess on the back of the truck. I still got softball stuff in the back. Those are the brakes I changed. And if I get a chance today, I'm going to pull the front tires off and check my brakes up there, see if that's the cause of my squeaking. I'm probably just going to have to pull the caliper right off it and inspect it that way. But let me get going on this. And what I'm going to probably wind up doing is these brackets right here, these two brackets. I got them about a third of the way in. Because if you look, I got two lights on the outside. And then, yeah, I don't know if I want to move them out or leave them just like that. I'll work through that later. But I need to pull that light off. I gotta get under the hood, I think I attached it directly to the battery. So it had a consistent, it's got an inline fuse. So I can, if anything happens, I can pop the fuse. I don't have to worry about that. I can get hook up to the battery, disconnect it from the battery, I should say, or one of the batteries. And hold on, let me get the hood open. Disconnect it from this battery, because the control wire comes down on this side, right down through here, down to the frame, along, then the control wire, which is this right here, comes up through the floor to that. I don't know if the wire's longer or not. Do that, disconnect the power and the ground, and start all over. Is the ground wire right there too? Yeah, ground wire's right there too. So the power and ground of that light, and shouldn't be too bad, is it? I'm just gonna run it the same way I ran that one. There's no trying to figure out how to do it. It's already been run through. Just put the new one same way. Out here cutting the wire ties off out here. Something caught my attention. I want to check the other one here. Check this new one. Make sure it's not doing the same thing. I understand stuff gets missed. All right, let's pick this end up. Okay, that one's tight. Get down here to this end. That's tight. Maybe it just over time loosened up. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about the manufacturer. They went out. That's a $600, well, regular price is $600 for those strobe lights. They sent me a brand new one. I'm not gonna complain. It happens. So they've done all right. They've done right by me so far. Same thing with Putco. Putco sent me a whole new light bar. They sent me the whole new controller, and they said they would just send everything, all the old stuff back. So, good. I'm gonna continue on this. As I said, I think this was just probably, I never touched this side. It probably just loosened up over time. I'm gonna tighten it up. I'm still waiting on them to get back to me on the email about if they want the light back, or do I hold on to it and just use it for spare parts. Spare parts would be great. I disconnected my power and ground from the battery. Little trick electrician friend of mine told me about. I've seen it all the time. I kind of knew about it, and you probably know about it, but I want to show you something. These are the the old wires. I'm gonna pull those down through. I've got this brown wire right here hooked on, taped in right here. So I'll pull the old wires down through, take the tape off, pull the wires out. And when I run the new wires, just same thing, tape it to this, pull it up through. That way I'm not struggling trying to, like when I first put this one in, it was a little bit of a pain having to fish it up some, then get out, try to grab it, fish it up some more, get underneath, fish it up, come out, try to grab it, fish it up some more. So this way here, I don't have to worry about that. It's gonna be, the wire's gonna be right there. I grab it, pull it up through. Other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get in there into the controls and pull these running boards up. I know a lot of you know how to do this and all, but I'm gonna show you anyways. Give you a little more content in the video. Of course, I don't have the truck running. Let me set this to narrow so it zooms in a little bit better. Okay, I'm gonna scroll over here to advanced settings and go to vehicle, power running boards. Okay, you got auto, which is what it's on right now, which opens and closes with the doors. You open the door, they go out. You close the door, they come back up. Now if I hit off, watch what happens. I gotta try to do it quick. I'll go back to auto real quick. I'll go to off. That way they're not in my way, getting in, crawling in and out from underneath the truck there with the creeper. I gotta remember to put them as auto when I get done. See, I also have the option of out. This out right here means they stay out all the time. I don't want that. But all right, I'm gonna start crawling underneath there. I gotta cut wire ties and start pulling wires. All right, I've got the power and ground disconnected right here. Now, try to show you. You see this black wire right here? That goes to the controller, and I ran it through a sit still. Come on. Light does not want to cooperate. I'm going to try to freeze frame it and show you right where it's ran, which is not in the light. Right there. It's way right at the end of my finger right here. So now I gotta take the controller, pull it down a little bit, and hook the plug for the new light into it, pull it up through the hole, disconnect it, then run it the rest of the way. And I believe that is under the driver's seat. See the controller here, the wire runs around here, and then down to the floor here, through that little hole with a grommet. I really wouldn't call it a grommet, it's more like it's got the floor sealer on it. I do believe when I installed this, I pulled this seat out. I'm not doing it again. There was a bunch of connectors underneath this seat because, again, Platinum Edition, all the bells and whistles, heat, massage, AC, memory adjustment, everything on this, lumbar, everything. And making sure I get all those connections back together was apart, yet alone back together, was a bit pain in the ass. Yeah, I know I said I wasn't going to, but I didn't pull it out. All I did was loosen up the bolts, pull the front two out, and get the seat leaned back. Because where it's coming through is up in here. So I was having a hard time, and I didn't want to rip nothing apart, even though I'm destroying my truck. I am going to correct myself on something too. How I said I never touched these. Driver side, I did. And the reason for that is, these are the cab mounts. These are the ones where you set it sets on top of the cab. These are our feet, help keep it from moving around and scratching the paint. I'm using the back rack. I had to take these off, and the back rack only requires 2, not 4. So what I wound up doing, and I know that now, is I took both of these mounts off. I loosened up this side to pull it out. I pulled these 4 bolts out, left these 4 in. That's what I did. Could I have been the one that left that side loose? Maybe. But I tell you right now, I know it's not going to happen again. I don't remember having to loosen up this end plate to slide them out. But evidently I did, because that's the only way they come out. You can take that end plate off. I didn't fully disconnect it. I only enough to get the bolts out. All right, I'm gonna loosen up the other one, get it out, and then I gotta get that one that's on the truck off. Look, no wiggle. I double checked this side as well. Slide the thing up a little bit. No wiggle. So that's good. Now I still gotta take this off. I gotta take this piece off again. These are not the right bolts. I just got looking at it, and I need to grab the flashlight. Come here. These bolts up here are longer than these ones on this. They're about that much longer. So I got to pull this whole piece off again. I gotta take that light off, set it down, pull those bolts out, pull these 4 out, put those other 4 back in. Well, here's the difference between factory, what these ones are, and the ones that I have going through holding it down. And you know what the worst part is? I dropped one of these screws. Do you think I could find it in this whole floor? One little screw I dropped. I cannot find it for the life of me. I'm gonna have to pull the truck out and try to search some more, because it is one of the screws that holds this cap on, horn on, however what some people want to call it. I gotta find that so I can get that back together. Oh, I can put it back together, it'd just be missing a screw. But I dropped it on the floor. Worst part is, who knows? It could be under one of those pallets. It could be over there in the corner. Anybody of you that drops a nut, a bolt, a screw, whatever, a wrench, those things will go to the most ungodly spots. And you can spend a day searching for it and never find it. So I'm gonna pull this off. I gotta pull the other, no, I got them all off here, sorry. Got them right here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I gotta pull this off again, pull those out, put those ones in. Now I think I'm all set. The wire is all right there, so I'm not worried about that quite yet. This is tight and sealed. I never touched this side, but it's tight and sealed. Again, these two are the white ones. So when I flip it over, when I put it up there, these two white ones are facing forwards. Hopefully I'm done jumping up and down, up and down, up and down. I'll get this set up there, the nuts and bolts. Nuts, bolts, washer, and lock washer are all up top on the glass, up on top of the cab. The wrench is up there too, I believe. I don't think I brought it down with me. No, it's a 13mm gear wrench. So that'll stay there. I'm gonna probably, before I jump up there, I gotta get this one together. Something's caught my attention, and see the color of this one? Top, we got the black end pieces. Top of this is kinda, looks like unpainted. Top of this one's all black. I know it's exposed to the sun. The sun does fade things. I don't know. I don't think the sun's faded it that much. There's no way it could have done that. Unless just they decided to start painting these ones. Or did they send me a different model? It's supposed to be the Blackhawk series. And that's what I told them, that's what they sent me. So I just don't know. But I'm gonna get this one up there. All right, new one's up. Wiring has been dropped down through. Now I just gotta fish it through the same way it was before. Hopefully this will be quicker. I still got a wire tie too. All right, it's hooked up. As soon as I touched ground, that light flickered. Now, according to them, I should be able to, no, go this way. What do you know? There's that, okay. Side, side, front. Front's working. That side's working. And that side's working because you see the light. See the light shining off that pallet. Okay, now let's go check some more functions of this. Warnings, flashing lights. So I want to give you a warning if flashing lights affect you. Okay, turn all these off. I'll turn these lights on. There's steady. Go up. Okay, that's that way. That's that way. Okay, there's flash patterns. That's the one I use. I like that one there. All right, let's is he gonna grab the remote, the controller from here? Yeah. Ah, there we go. Now, this one, that one, that one, and that one. Put them all on flash, so everything's flashing. There we go. Old light bar, it was these two that were not working. These two right here. They're working just fine now on this new one. They seem to be brighter than the other one too. Don't know. So there, turn everything off. Okay, new lights installed. The wiring is running all the way through, as you saw in that clip. Now, I gotta get these going again. I did pick up my mess. I just found one that happened to get by. All right, get into the, yeah, okay. I gotta press okay like I have a dozen times. Advanced settings, vehicle, power running boards, auto. Click. Now. Makes it easier getting into the truck. Now I got everything working on the truck. I say everything working on the truck, except for, like right here. See this ring? I had to replace this light when I bought the truck. Passenger side. The taillight is $1,400. And the reason why it's so much, all LED, you got a sensor in there. The sensor is interchangeable, but it's all LED. Everything in that taillight is LED. And they are $1,400 from the dealership. It's expensive. But my Putco light's working just great. I did notice it's got a single diode out right there. I'm not going to complain about that. It's only a single diode. Some people might. I'm not going to. I'm a pretty laid back person, as you can tell. But strobe light's working. Putco, the Freedom Blade's working. I'm going to pull this out and try to see if I can't find that one little screw there. I already don't mind the mess. That's the Putco blade, some jackets, but I already got the old light packaged up. But I'm gonna get this out. Thank you, X-Sprite, for sending the new light. I guess that's it for today. So please like, share, subscribe, comment, stay safe. I'll see you in the next one.